Good day, everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today, we will be talking about the basics of shadows, which a beginner artist can easily apply to his art to make his shadows look more appealing. Well, before we proceed, I would like to show this little example for better understanding about what we'll be doing here. So, stick around to the end of the video and let's see how we can crack this little code. So let's say we have a circle here. Yes, we have a circle here that's sitting on a plain background, and let's say the light direction is coming from this source. Yes, let's say it will be coming from the left hand side. Yeah. So I want to show us how we will be able to differentiate way to add the soft shadows and the hard shadows. So since the light is facing coming from the left, we all know that the shadows will be from the right. So we are all gonna add the shadows and adding the shadows as you can see. So now we have a refined shadow. Now let's imagine there is another object in front, or let's say on top of this circle now. That's actually going to cast its own shadow on this circle that we have here. I will just bring the circle and drop it over here. I'm going to drop it on top of this circle we have here. So now we can see we have two circles now, and of course, since the light direction is still facing the same side, it will have the same shadows where the bigger circle is. So now we have the both of them covered in shadows, and don't forget that they are actually going to cast shadows on the floor as well. So I have just illustrated that. So the same thing is applicable to the circle on top. Yeah, its shadow will fall on top of the object it's sitting on. So it is going to have, since the circle is round, its cast shadow will take the shape and to be kind of round as well. Yes, so that is how this is going to look like. So now we have added all of this, we'll just take our blending brush and soften this edge. We are going to soften this edge and soften the one on top as well. Now the reason we will not soften the cast shadow is because mostly cast shadows tend to have hard edges, because the light is actually, there is no kind of bend on it, so it is going to retain the hard edges. I hope you all understand. With that illustration I just made, I'm sure we now understand how we can apply our soft and our hard edges to our digital painting. So I'll just go ahead and apply that knowledge to this painting. Yeah, let's try it out on an actual human face. So I'll be using my character TJ. It's actually an unrendered piece, so I will just go ahead and add a shadow layer and set the blending mode to hard light, and I will pick up my brush, select a color, and let's apply those shadows. I'll be adding our light position at this top corner. It is actually essential you know where you place your light, so you will know the area affected by the light and the areas affected by the shadows as well. So now we have actually established that. Let's go ahead and apply those shadows. I will just use my brush and color block everywhere that will be affected by the shadows. That is a very great way to determine. Then once you're done with that, you use your eraser brush and start cleaning off those excessive parts, those parts you wouldn't want. Yeah, it's like painting from big to small. Yes, at first you cover the entire area, then you use your brush, your eraser brush, to remove those excess parts. You know where the light will, those little sections that the light is going to penetrate and find its way there. So what I'm doing now, I am just adding, you know, we all know how the human face is. We all know how the plane of the human face is. So we know the areas there will be a little bit of shadows, and we know the areas there will be a little bit of light. So I'll just go ahead and add all of those, and you can see this is already turning out well. It looks it's already looking visually appealing. Yeah, that is just the easy trick. Usually, at times when I don't feel like painting lips, I would use the same shadow color to paint the lips, and I discovered it still looks great. Yeah, like it's just, should I say, a lazy way of having a shortcut, not to save me the stress of painting lips. We have our shadow shapes currently. If you have studied the face anatomy, you would know that some sections of the cheeks pops out a little bit. Like you can see, I'm using my eraser to erase the pathway light will touch the cheeks. So I usually go down there and I will pick my blending brush, since the face is a round object. So that side that is leading to the shadow, I will soften that edge a little bit. By softening it, I give a sense that it is not a flat object and that there is a soft transition from the light to the shadow. Yes, just like the illustration I showed earlier. Same thing will apply under the eyebrows, since the eyebrows kind of have a little bit of depression. So we will just use our brush and and apply some shadows there. Just apply some subtle brush strokes, and we'll use our blending brush to soften out the edges. That is to show that there is still a little bit of transition there. It's not actually a hard object. We'll use the same technique for the neck as well. We will apply soft edges where the light contrasts the shadows. And as simple as that, we have fully rendered our face. We have added shadows, though we haven't added highlights yet. I will treat highlight in our next episode of how to render face. If you have come this far, thank you for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.